Ah, yeah, Aaron, get the fuck out of here. We were going to introduce you, remember? What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Null'N'Void.
I'm Crispy.
I'm Luke.
As you know, maybe.
Today we're doing something a little bit different. We've got a very, very special guest coming in for us today. The man, the myth, the legend, our very own resident Wookiee, Mr. Aaron Dixey.
What's up, dudes?
How you going, bro?
That was painless.
Didn't hate every second of that.
What's been going on, man? What's been doing for you?
Not a whole
We should
lot.
know, but they don't.
It's just days of rinse and repeat at the moment, which is kind of good.
Yeah, working.
Lots of work, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of.
Yeah.
Teaching them kids,
Yes.
molding them minds.
Well, how to play guitar, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, Aaron is our guitar player in Void Matter. He joined just after the Running Blind EP. Actually, let's let you talk about your experience with Void Matter. So, how did you come to join us? What happened?
Well, you and I went to the same university at different points.
JMC Academy.
Yeah. And
In Brisbane.
there's a few Facebook groups on there, and you were on the collaboration one or something like that. Posting a plea for help.
Yeah.
Going, hey, looking for a guitarist for my band, but you need to have 7 strings. And at the time I had 8. So I'm like, hey, is that all good?
So extra, man.
The more the
So
merrier.
extra.
The more the merrier. Yeah, didn't play a single gig with that. I played 1 gig with that guitar. With
Did ya?
us, yeah.
Which one was it?
Okay.
It was probably our very first one.
Pal.
Yeah,
Prince
probably
of
the
Wales.
Pals,
Yeah,
Prince
yeah.
of Wales.
With Karen from MMK. That was sick, man, that first show.
That was a lot of fun.
What a memory that is.
40 minutes of technical difficulties at the start as well. That kind of made it.
Yeah. Wait, that was cool though. I got a
That was kinda
freestyle
cool.
rap out of it.
Yeah, you did.
That got like a sort of like a I love
Yeah.
that. That was so much fun.
Well, yeah,
dude.
we may as well tell that story in full now. So our very first gig, they were running a new sound guy for the first time. The promoter Karen from MMK hadn't used him before, and it was just a shit show from the beginning. Like nothing was set up by the time the bands got there. I think there was some issues with hires or something like that. I don't know.
PA wasn't even there yet.
Yeah.
half
So
of
it
the
was
day was
all just basically like damage control from the beginning.
Yep.
Ended up going on stage 40 minutes late. Well, we stood up on stage for 40 minutes
Yeah, it was kinda
waiting
so
for the
weird.
technical difficulties to be sorted so we could actually start playing to people.
Because we weren't given a time frame on how long we were going to be waiting. So
And
it's like,
everyone
all right,
was waiting.
we'll just hang out here. And yeah, the crowd was
The crowd was
sitting
just
there
waiting because it was our first time
we
on
were sitting
stage.
there waiting. It was just like, and there was no ETA on when we were going to be going. So we just waited.
Yeah, we waited. We did what we could, played a couple of licks here and there to try and
Yeah.
keep people entertained as best we could. Crispy did a freestyle rap.
Yeah, sure did, off the top of the dome. Sorry, I'm just fixing up my phone, not so it doesn't time out. I want to know the time this time. We got to get this time.
Well, we
thing
can see
happening.
the time at the bottom of the
Yeah,
Ableton thing.
yeah. I know I'm not meant to say anything, but just so you know.
Breaking that fourth wall.
Breaking that fourth wall, you know how Crispy do.
That's some Deadpool shit right there.
So you joined just after the Running Blind recording. You played every single gig with us though. So
Yes, I have.
yeah, definitely. I would.
That's why people are surprised when they find out I'm not an original member. They're like, you've done... Yeah, but I didn't write any, the first 5 songs.
Yeah, well, you weren't there.
Yeah, I didn't exist.
No, you were just a figment of
Yeah.
our imagination.
I was just one of the NPCs in the Matrix.
He was somewhere in my dreams.
You see the man in the red dress? Just Aaron over there doing this shit with his hair. Man, you know that about your hair, right? You have women at the end of the show saying, how does he get his hair like that? It's
No, I
so
didn't
shiny,
know
silky
that.
smooth. You don't know this.
Nah, this is the first time
Look at
hearing
your
of it.
pictures, bro. All of them are like a Pantene Pro V
Oh, no, I know
commercial.
that part. I didn't know about the questioning of how I got my hair that shiny.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
No one's ever, asked me anything.
How do you do it? What's your
I wash it about twice a week.
twice a week?
Yeah. Wash and condition, and then that's about fucking it.
Yeah, that sounds pretty simple.
Yeah,
Like,
it's straightforward.
I only really wash my hair like once a week. I'm overdue. But
Yeah.
then again, I've just recently changed shampoos and conditioners. I was rocking the Tresemme for ages, which like strips the fuck out of your hair.
Really?
So yeah, like
Doesn't for me.
Or every wash I'd come out like just like frizzy and dry, and it must have just been like something that I was using that didn't agree with my hair or whatever. But now Jess bought me some Guitarist or something. It's apparently like what it's something called Discipline.
Okay.
And
Ooh.
it fucking
Hair discipline.
Yeah. Number one.
Yeah.
If you lack discipline, then
Discipline
your hair's gonna look
results
like
in
shit.
success.
Quote of the day. Oh man.
But yeah, that's been a game changer. Like everything's so like soft and smooth now. But yeah, I think I need to switch up to the twice a week like yours.
Oh, I just have to do it because my hair's so thick.
How long have you had your hair for?
Yeah, when did you start
Since
growing
birth?
it?
Yeah. No. Don't do this. No, don't do
I
this.
started growing it when I was 14.
14.
Yeah.
And he was like, you know what? I just want to be hot all the time.
It just sort of got to a length. I'm like, oh, I guess this is me now.
I guess this is me now. What about you? How long have you had yours for?
Well, I started growing my hair pretty much when we started the band.
So 20.
I've cut it like a couple of times just to trim
it down.
Because yeah, when it gets like a little too long, it's just like I can't deal with it, man.
Yeah.
So I've trimmed it a few times. If I hadn't, it'd probably be like, I don't know, at least halfway down my back.
Mm.
But yeah, I'm trying to grow it a little bit now.
Do you think there's like as your hair gets longer, do you think the longer it gets, the slower it grows? Or does it grow exactly the same? Do you get that?
Yeah,
Because sometimes I feel like when I shave my head, it just grows back so quick, that hair. But when it's longer, and like I remember how I had those shit ringlets, that long hair that I had that one time, where I looked like a mobster Don motherfucker. But like, you know, like remember that gig where I rocked up with the oil slick back hair like a dickhead, and then I sweated up on the stage and it just came out anyway. Like
It looked better once it. Like,
yeah. For sure. I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but yeah, no, like I don't know. I just noticed how like when it got to that stage, it just felt like it was like taking so long to grow longer than like I wanted to grow longer than it was.
I think it's that like
just
sort of,
plateaued.
I think it's the ratio thing again. Like when I'm sure that it just grows at the same length, but when it's short, the growth that you see is so significant.
Yeah.
That it's like, fuck, my hair's growing so quickly. But when it's long, it's like it's probably growing at that exact same speed, but it's also falling out.
Yeah, I was about to say I have scissors have not touched my hair since Mike and Narelle's wedding.
True.
Yeah, so it's been what? 2
What'd you
years?
do for your hair then?
What do you mean?
Got a perm.
I
Like,
just got to tighten it up a little bit.
Oh yeah, but it looked the same, bro.
Got rid of the split ends and shit.
No, I know. Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Wasn't
Well,
meant
yeah,
to look different.
you don't understand the struggle with the long hair, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, do you want to know what a struggle is with hair? I got a cowlick that sits right at the front of my fucking head, like a fucking horn. Every time I go to the hairdressers, they're like, ah, shit, we're gonna need extra help with this head right here. That is a cowlick and a half. They hate it. They hate working on their head.
I think we just cut out that terrible pun for all your regular viewers. But if you want to hear my terrible jokes, hit us up on the Patreon. That's patreon.com/voidmatterband. I think it's something.
It's a band Patreon.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
true
band
shit.
Patreon. Yeah, like
Did you listen to the first one? I still get my balls out, man. You remember that?
Oh, I thought you were talking about an OnlyFans, not a Patreon.
No, it's not that kind of show, guys. It's not that kind of show.
No.
Want to make money, not lose it.
Yeah.
I said juggling skills. Remember that. I can juggle though, surprisingly.
You can juggle?
Yeah, with one hand very well, two hands, just 3 balls. I don't go up to 4. I'm stuffed when I hit that.
So when you're doing 2 guys at once, it's too much for you to handle.
Too much for handle, man.
Yeah,
Not
but
enough
you can
hands.
handle a guy with 3 balls.
Someone needs to cut my balls so I can do that. Little inside joke there. When we were recording music, I was trying to hit this high. I think it was a high note or a scream. I couldn't remember what it was. But I couldn't do it, and I was like, oh, I need to cut my balls so I can do it. And then, like...
Dude, that
we
just
got-
set us all off, hey?
it was so funny that we, like, trimmed it out, and we, like, used it as, like... Like, just to play randomly.
Wasn't it your text tone for a
Yeah, it was my
minute?
text tone for a while. I cut my balls so I can do it.
That's probably one of my favorite things that we can do, like with all this audio equipment, is like record all of these inside jokes of ours and like sample them, and yeah, like fucking if people want, you could probably ask us and we'll send you all these samples and fucking
On the Patreon.
yeah, yeah, that's it. Yeah, we'll
Welcome to the team.
yeah, yeah.
Catch
You
it on
can
quick.
remix us, do whatever you want.
Can you imagine if someone made a remix of our voices? Oh my god.
Some
Wait, oh.
auto-tune.
Where all the instruments are just your laugh.
Oh no. Oh, how I feel sorry for everyone that has to listen to my laugh.
Dude, somebody could make a beat using just your laugh. Like,
Absolutely. It's pretty rhythmic.
yeah, fucking oath.
Well, you know.
Well, I found out the other day that Phineas, the guy who Billie Eilish's brother.
Oh yeah.
They they
Yeah.
used the sound of an Australian
in
like
Sydney.
crosswalk.
Yeah, yeah.
Went over my head.
Yeah,
Did not know that.
as like a hi-hat sound in that Bad Guy song, which
Yeah.
was
Now that I know that, I'm like, I'm not
yeah,
hearing
Oh,
that.
you can
now.
never not hear that.
I got a joke for you guys.
Oh no.
What did the green man say to the red man? Yeah, you were on the topic of Billie Eilish doing the crossing sign.
Just
sound.
because you could doesn't mean you should.
That is
Hey,
so fucking
you just
dumb.
said mood before, so you can't fucking talk.
What can I say? I'm a hypocrite.
But like on that, we've got a bit off topic from our first show and stuff like that. So that first gig was really good. I thought in retrospect, like everyone was like, the crowd was so crazy that night. Couldn't you agree?
We got so lucky with
Lucky.
our first gig. I think just so many people from all of our different walks of life were so excited to see the band's first show.
Yeah.
And I think we ended up having like 90 people. Like,
I was
Oh,
super
we
prepared
did.
for like 5 people.
Hey?
I was super prepared for like 5 people.
Oh, yeah.
When
We got
Absolutely.
lucky, dude.
when we got
Yeah.
more
So
than
lucky.
5, I'm just like, this is
We
sick.
got very lucky. Couldn't wipe the smile off my face. We did that. That
Yeah.
was the
Oh,
show
the
that we
Seven
did.
Nation Army.
Seven
intro.
Nation Army intro. I miss it.
Oh,
Screw you guys. I miss it.
I don't.
You don't know.
Well, we didn't have enough music to fill a half an
Yeah,
hour
we had
set.
to do
I
it.
think we had about 20 minutes of
Actually,
music.
this would be really interesting to see if anyone would comment back on this. But if Void Matter were to do a cover, what cover would you think would suit best fitted? Like, because
Yeah, why not?
Because we've always been chatting, like every single time we're like, oh, we'll do a cover of this, and we're just like, oh, you know, it's not my style for this one person, and like, oh, we'll do a cover of this. Oh, it's not my style for this person. We just would like to have a couple of people throw a couple of answers at us, and we might try some of that. Maybe, who knows? You know,
Why
it'd be
not?
pretty
Yeah,
cool.
whenever we get on the topic of covers, there's always like 1 or 2 people that are like really excited for that particular song, and then there's like maybe 1 or 2 that are like, oh nah, I can't stand that song, but
It's
I like
harder than
that
you think.
artist. What if? And then it just becomes like which song from that artist do you want to do? And then we talk about that for 20 minutes, and then it's like, okay, we can't agree, so I guess we're just not going to do a cover.
My excuse for not doing Veronica's Untouched is because I don't want to go ooh ooh la 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 la. I can't do that. I have more brain cells than those lyrics. I can't say those things. I cannot say those things. Like, yes, Veronica's
There's
are a
fine
national...
words
Hey,
about
Jesus.
the
everything on this
Australian classic.
Everything on
you're
this
saying is-
podcast is null and void. So,
I'm taking that one personal.
yeah, look, okay, I'll say some stuff right now. That song I felt like was overhyped for the Veronica's. The stuff before that they released, like Everything I'm Not and Forever, that shit was top tier Veronica's, in my opinion. Like, that was awesome. That had so much feeling to it, but this whole untouched fucking ooh, ooh, la, la, like, motherfucker, come on, like...
Everyone loves it for the chorus. And the
Yeah,
intro
it's
lines.
it's the violins for me.
Yeah.
But
Oh, yeah, dun, 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 dun.
yeah, that's just fun stuff.
No one walks away
But
going,
I
man,
do-
I froth with that verse.
I have to agree with you though. Like, I'm a bigger fan of earlier tracks like Forever,
Yeah.
especially like when they hit that high note at the end. Fucking-
Oh, wait. Was it a different one? No, maybe. That's exactly the one,
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck, you hit that too.
classic.
Without breaking, I would have fucking broke on that.
No, if you cupped
Falsetto.
your balls and did it.
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay, so like, you know, that was a good gig for us.
Yes.
What do you reckon would be your favorite gig out of all the bands you've went to and everything like that. Something that you've witnessed. So like Carnival
Yeah.
was that at a was that a
like good
gig?
things.
It was a festival.
It was the strangest thing because Mikey and I went and watched Thy Art,
Oh yeah.
and then the stage over was Carnival.
Yeah.
It's like couldn't get probably 2 more different bands if you tried.
Yeah.
So it was like went from dying in the mosh pit to Thy Art to then just vibing Carnival, because Carnival's not like, it's heavy enough, but it's not that heavy really.
Yeah,
No,
true.
So you
And-
just it's more of a vibe than anything, in the atmosphere of what Carnival is. And in a live setting, it was just hands down the best thing I've ever experienced.
Well, they were really late in the day as well. So do they have a really good light show as well?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that Carnival's like very prog as well, which is
that's
your
my shtick.
yeah.
I love that.
Who are your favorite bands?
Prog bands or just bands?
Just
in general?
Bands in general.
I'm just thinking that he's gonna say prog bands.
You probably. It's kind of hard because it changes so often.
Top 3.
Top 3, but they're the most consistent ones are Carnival, Periphery, and Animals as Leaders.
Okay. So,
Prog.
Prog.
You know,
prog,
if you
prog.
were to ask me that question, anyone was to ask me what's Aaron's top 3, those probably were going to be my choice as well, dude.
Yeah.
I know you love them,
I might
dude.
have thrown like an Architects in there or something.
Architects has
Yeah.
dropped off from her. Oh no, not after that Abbey Road thing, dude. That was
Architects is top 5.
Oh,
Yeah.
that if anyone saw that Abbey Road live at the
Yeah.
that live thing,
Yeah, it was
with the orchestra.
Yeah.
man, that was so good. I love stuff like that. Anything with an orchestra is very like feelsy for me.
Yeah,
It's
but then I
awesome.
see them play songs like Doomsday, and I don't know what it was, but it was like an airport hangar,
Yeah,
and it was just so cool.
that's sick.
Yeah, like,
How edgy.
oh, it was one of their live videos, and just
Yeah.
everything going on, and the timing of like this pyro and all that kind of gear was like, this is mad.
Mm.
Fuck yeah.
What about your favorite gig? Oh, actually, no, no. Sorry, that was at a festival. What was your favorite gig? Like that can separate the festival from the gig.
I don't go to a lot of gigs.
Really?
Yeah, it sucks, but
So
I
you're
don't-
just a festival goer?
I've only been to one festival.
Wow, man, you need to get out more.
Yeah, I do. I really do.
Wow, man, you need to get out more.
Just telling it like it is.
I don't go out a lot.
Yeah, fair enough, man. That's gonna change next year. I'm gonna make sure of that. Let's go out to some gigs, man. Let's do
Well,
that shit.
Animals as Leaders are in April, so I want to go to that.
That'll be cool.
Mm.
Yeah, that's right. You're saying that. You're
Who else
pretty,
is on that lineup?
They haven't announced it yet.
Oh, true.
Probably the
Well,
Wiggles,
they
man.
probably have announced it, but I just haven't cared to look.
I bet the Stranger gets it.
For real?
Oh, more than likely, yeah. If they're
True,
getting, if
nice,
they're
that'd
getting
be
local
sick.
acts,
Mm.
patiently.
Oh, they're doing local
Patient Lounge,
acts.
maybe? Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were doing local acts.
No, I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. That's why I'm like so surprised. Like, shit.
What's
That's pretty
crazy
cool.
though is like, GA is like $80, and then a meet and greet's 150, 160.
Is that
So
what
it's
you're
like,
doing?
Might as well.
Okay.
Nice.
So what are you gonna ask them?
I've done a couple of those
I
meet
know.
and greets. They're cool.
What do you
Yeah.
do at a meet and greet?
Well, I shamelessly gave the guys from Port and You a couple of Void Matter shirts.
Any dick pics?
I gave them some dick pics as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
They're guitar
yeah.
picks with dicks on them.
Yeah, guitar picks with dicks on them. They're unsolicited dick pics that we give out for free. We got one on hand. We will be ordering more of these. If you're interested, you can pick them up at shows.
But then they're solicited.
But then they're solicited. But
Nice little happy dick pic there. He's a little happy cartoon dick. He's not intimidating.
Don't want
He's
people.
he's
sitting
just
there.
nice. Nothing gets stuck in your lips.
what?
He's just tiny
Sorry?
and small and happy, and it fits right in.
Fits right in your
Little
pocket.
bits. I've been watching Rick and Morty lately.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Alright, nice, dude. Dude, what about you? What's your favorite show that you've been to or gear
Oh.
festival? Can it be anything? It could even be an EDM show, bro.
Well, yeah,
anything like that.
I've got to put one particular EDM festival above the rest of them, which was what's it called? Parklife 2012.
Okay.
It was held in the Botanic Gardens.
Cool.
That was like probably one of my first festivals where I really went hard on the hallucinogens.
As you do.
And I saw Nero that day. That was right around when Welcome Reality came out, like that song Promises. And it happened to be on the same day as Riverfire. And it was at the River stage there. Nero were playing on the River stage. And right when Promises played, their biggest song at the time, it started raining and the bloody planes went past and hit the afterburner. And
That's
it was
sick.
the best
That's mad.
experience I've ever had. I got to see the presets that day.
Yeah.
Rizzle kicks,
you
Chitty
love
Bang,
Rizzle
and stuff like that.
Yeah, you love all those people
Yeah,
you're saying, bro.
exactly.
Holy
It was
shit.
like a dream festival of mine.
Wow,
I
okay.
don't think I can top that, really.
Mine would be Sweatfest, 100%.
Oh, Sweatfest 08?
Yeah, Sweatfest 08 with
Well,
the Day to Remember, I think, Parkway Drive, obviously. I think it was Suicide
Yeah, Suicide
Silence.
Silence.
With
I think
Mitch Lucker, rip, man. Like,
Yes.
holy crap, man. Like,
that was a hell of a show.
That was a hell of a show.
That was my
man.
first experience seeing A Day to Remember as well.
Yeah, me too, dude. Like, I was, like, jamming their stuff, like, heaps before they were leading up to that gig, man. And I was like, man, like, I was front and center for them. Like, and they had, like, a small little group of people, like, cheering for them. They wasn't even out to, like, this
They were
outside
still
the
pretty
cement line.
underground at this point.
Yeah, they were, but,
well,
like,
for
now look at
Australia.
them.
Yeah.
Like, doing shit with Marshmallow, like, man, like, if you're doing something with Marshmallow, you're big. Like, let's be real. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like,
I think
he gets the views.
I think it's less about like Marshmallow in particular and more about the cross promotion potential. Like A Day to Remember, they've always had that sort of pop music vibe,
Yeah.
but they also bring the heavy, which is my favorite thing about them. Is that they can get you a band that can do both, you know?
Yeah, true. That's very true.
Absolutely.
Speaking about how you said you went to a festival on narcotics, like, it's coming to a day of age now where I think that, I know this is a big call, but I feel like people at, like, EDM festivals, I can safely say I'll bet 99% of my chips on this bet that a higher ratio of people are on drugs at a festival than there is less than people are on drugs.
Yeah,
Am I wrong thinking that, or is that like a decent thing to say? Like a decent thing, a most likely accurate thing to say.
Yeah, like it depends on the festival, I think.
Yeah.
For example, like stuff with like a bit of I've got to agree with you. Like
I've got to agree with you.
Thinking about it, I don't think it matters what kind of festival. If you go into a festival, chances are most people are
on
fucked up
something.
on something.
Dude, no matter what, when you're in the crowd at...
Do you count drinking as a drug, though?
No.
No, but
No.
like then again, do you count weed as a drug?
Yes.
I
For
guess,
how long?
yeah.
Well, right now it's
For
it's
how
a drug.
long? It's going to be in about a couple months' time. Oh, not a couple months. Let's say, I reckon, stab in the dark, 2 years it's going to be legal in Australia. Recreationally, you'll probably be able to pick up a dispensary. Like, this is what my thought process on the whole thing is. But
Once it can be taxed, yeah, you're probably
and you
right.
can get
Yeah.
taxed for it, exactly. Like, it's so close to being there. Like, so now when you look at that, it's not really considered a drug then when it's going
Well,
through
Well,
that
it's still a
stage.
drug, but it doesn't have the same stigma.
It's just a
as,
weird
like,
transition, though. I feel like the rollover is like a weird thought process to me because I'm like, what? So if I smoked on the 12th of November and it's legal on the 13th, like what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's that rollover? Like, it's
True.
just-
Like I guess. Well, it depends on whether or not you're thinking of it as a drug technically, or whether it's an illegal substance. Because like that doesn't change whether or not it's a drug. It just changes whether or not you're going to get in trouble for it.
Caffeine's still a drug.
Yeah.
That's true.
Caffeine, alcohol,
Tobacco.
yep,
Yeah.
all drugs.
True that.
Yeah. It all just depends on how you're using them and stuff like that.
And then what the fine is if you're caught.
Yeah.
Far out, man. Hey, I'm pretty surprised with this podcast. Like, a lot of the times when we've been doing it, the dogs haven't barked at all, man.
Pretty chill
You
this
say
morning,
that
I
now.
guess.
Touch wood! Thing I want to talk about, though, is the new Harry Potter game. Now, I know you guys haven't seen it yet. No, I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm just going to say it's pretty amazing where we've come in terms of graphics from like 20 years ago to now. Like, doesn't that make you feel like how far ahead in the future we are and how quick it's like the momentum of it is building up? Do you think it's like, so just say from when us 90s babies and shit like that, right?
Mhm.
I felt like you got the computer, but it was like sitting like that for a while, and then it just hit this boom, and then the boom. Now everything is just constantly being updated. Like, you can own a computer now for a week, and then a week later it will be outdated. Like, there'll be something better. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like this world is moving at a fast rate. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying it's pretty.
It is amazing.
Crazy.
It's amazing, dude. Yeah, like I there are so many instances these days where I'm like, dude, we're living in the fucking future. Like the fact that we can even like do this podcast. Like we'll record something and put it up on the internet, and then literally anybody in the world can like hear us talk about bullshit like this.
Yeah,
fucking
for
insane.
real. For real.
Or
Like,
the video conferences that we have now, like on Friday night, we met together virtually as a band and like were able to collaborate on several projects without being in the same room together. It's incredible that we can do that. Like 10 years, well, yeah, I'm sure that people did predict this kind of stuff, but not fucking me.
No, definitely not.
Skype was the thing. You could screen share on Skype and everything like that.
Yeah, but I didn't ever use Skype. I never had anyone.
No, but I'm just saying, like, in terms of 10 years ago, it's like, that was probably Skype.
Well, yeah, see, now when you say, like, stuff like 10 years ago, that's
still a
it's
long
like a,
fucking time.
to me, it's not actually 10 years ago. 10 years ago is a thing that I say to talk about, like, a long time ago.
Talking more 20, 30.
Yeah. Like, when it's actually 10 years ago, it's like, oh my God, we had, like, so much stuff 10 years ago.
What do you think?
Time flies is what I'm saying.
What do you think the moment was when you were like, wow, this is like so futuristic? Like, you were just like, fuck, this is like way ahead of its time that you've used it. You know when I used VR?
Yeah.
That shit was crazy, man.
Dude, VR
like,
is pretty crazy.
Porn is on another level. Like, for real. Like,
I'd be lying if I said that wasn't one of the first things I did with the VR as
dude,
well.
I'm pretty sure I borrowed your VR and did the same fucking thing.
As you can tell, we're really, really close.
Yeah. Eskimo brothers, bro. Eskimo brothers. Little inside joke there. That's funny. Cut my balls so I can do it. Yeah, like what was it for me to be like futuristic? That's what I was saying. I think it's like the graphics for me was a big thing for me where I was like far out. Like I was just playing that Hogwarts game and I was like watching the game, like graphics, and I was like, man, like this is unbelievable. Like that they can fit all this game into one little like file that you can play. Like it's not a little file. Let's take that back.
Yeah.
Like, games these days, like they're like bloody 100 gigabytes to like update a game these days, and it takes up like half your freaking hard drive. It's so annoying. But that's why everyone's like saying PC Master Race, dude. Like so, like. Am I wrong? I'm going on a tangent. Sorry, guys.
I think like, in the area of video games, it happened for me with No Man's Sky. As much as the release was really poor, the idea of like a procedurally generated system was like, what the?
Yeah, that was
cool.
that was
That
pretty
was cool,
groundbreaking.
yeah.
That one.
Well, it's like over $1 billion, or it's just it's
Ever expansive.
wow.
You just go to the center.
So that's like an AI thing almost. Would it be?
I guess. I don't know.
Like I suppose it's in the realm of AI.
It's got to have something to do with it.
It's procedurally generated algorithms. So I think it doesn't necessarily respond to input so much as it just kind of like builds on itself.
Yeah.
Like the whole AI thing, I think it requires input so that it understands what you're asking it in order to do it. But yeah, it's definitely in the realm of AI.
Dude, AI has gone huge now these days, man. I'm a user of AI now. I make a lot of artwork that involves artificial intelligence,
including our
merch.
logo
Yeah. The Null'N'Void logo was done on AI art, so that's pretty cool. But like, probably going to be doing some clothing merch with that on the Void Matter end of things. Like it's pretty crazy where you can go with using this technology. It's kind of like awesome and scary at the same time because, like, what are they just gonna like start taking jobs of people? Like they're starting to do.
Yeah.
Like
it will.
Did you see that video? I sent these guys a video the other day of like this AI app that's coming out. It's the first of its kind, where they essentially lay AI over the top of a video. So you could say, I want it in claymation, and it'll change everyone's appearance in the video to claymation. So like sooner or later, like, what are you going to need a filmographer for to do these special effects? AI is doing it.
Well, okay.
Unless they use those things as well. But
Totally. Well, see, it's never going to replace humans fully. It'll just take over a lot of aspects of that job that are like menial and repetitive and stuff like that. Because the robot and the algorithm, it's not going to be able to recreate exactly like what a human can feel from certain lighting effects and stuff like that. Like, I think those sort of really subtle kinds of inputs, AI is not going to be able to recreate that.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, but it'll come freaking close, and it's not as if it's gonna completely negate the need for human input. It'll just be something that we use as a tool.
Yeah.
To help make things easier. It'll be the same as like like when farmers like so many people used to be farmers, and then like they invented the tractor and stuff. Didn't need as many farmers. It's like, oh shit, this machine is taking out jobs. And it's like, well, just
they took our jobs. South Park reference, way before your time, Aaron.
I knew the show.
Yeah, that's the inside. That's the joke that we have with Aaron, because he's the youngest in the band, that we just like rag on him being like not there for the things that happened like in time.
It trips me out that you're born after the year 2000.
Yeah, you missed whole Y2K, bro. Everything went down. You missed all that. No,
I was in the womb.
In the womb.
Yeah.
It's so creepy, man, that you're that young. Then when I was like making friends and shit, bro. I was a kid, man. I was a teen, I think, at that stage. Surely.
No, you would have only been like 10.
You're not that much older than me.
He's only like 10 years.
I
younger.
feel older. I feel so old these days, man. I'll be real. Like, 30 sucks.
It's not that bad.
It sucks, man. Like, you wait. You wait, man. You'll be like, all of a sudden, everything's hurting. So.
What's your favorite Void Matter memory?
Crikey.
That's a good one.
Just because I've seen it again recently, when we were hanging out in Bundaberg after the gig. We're all sitting around the kitchen, eating bowls of Cocoa Pops.
Yes, in the Airbnb.
Yeah.
with the boys from Sentiment.
Yep. And then after they left,
sick that night.
After they left, CJ and Dizzy went to bed.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You, Jess, Mike, and Norel all got pretty well blind drunk, and both Crispy and I weren't drinking. But our ribs were hurting so much just
laughing.
because we were laughing at pretty much everything you fucking did.
That was a good time.
That was that was a good night.
I don't know.
Is there lots of footage of that?
The main thing I saw that just made everything flash back was Jess walking up to the camera like, go butts.
Yeah.
What would yours be, dude? I'm trying to think of mine. Give me a sec. But like, do you have one?
I was probably gonna say the Emerald Show, like that same tour. Like,
it's just a good weekend, really.
Yeah, it was a really, really good weekend. But the lack of sleep, and how and the vibe and just everything about that show was on a whole nother level, something we'd never experienced before, and that's probably mine.
Mine goes way back though. Mine would be like Prince of Wales, dude. Like, not like our first show there. I think it was like maybe 4 or 5 shows after that. Like, after that gig, we went back there, and I think people were singing the lyrics to Blunt Force Trauma.
Oh,
yeah.
I
And I had my
remember
earphones in my headphone. I was like, I gotta hear this shit, man. And I was like, fucking wow. Like, someone took a video, and I was like, whoa. Like, I actually said whoa on stage.
Audibly said whoa.
Yeah, I was like, I was like, that was so cool.
That was pretty
Nothing.
wild.
That's like so good. Nothing better than having like people sing and recite your stuff back. Like it. That's pretty much how Hitler rose to power. So.
Whoa, man! Hey, hey! Can't say that.
Gotta be honest. I never thought our band and music would be comparable to Hitler's rise to power.
Take a sip. Oh man, that's funny.
Let's go into a little bit more of Aaron's history. So you're a guitar player. How long have you been playing guitar for?
Yeah.
Coming up 13 years.
13 years.
Yeah, I had a break in the early on because Mum and Dad decided they didn't want to pay for guitar lessons I wasn't practicing for.
That's fair.
Because when I first started guitar, I did it in the attempt to get out of math class.
Oh, that's a solid. That's a solid excuse.
It would have worked if I didn't get removed from art class to do guitar lessons. So I was like, but the intent was there.
Yep, almost had
And
it.
then when I was 11, 12, I started self-teaching for about 6 months.
Mhm.
And then Mum and Dad agreed that it's like, all right, back to lessons with your boy.
Yeah.
And then still going.
Yeah,
Now I'm the one
always
giving
learning.
lessons.
Always
Yeah,
learning.
Trying to, yeah.
Yeah.
There's always a new...
I want
Nice.
Arizona. I want Arizona to like us. Sorry, they're so hard to get a hold of. But keep going.
Wait, check out how much that snap of yours peaked. That was a really loud snap. That was like fucking Thanos shit.
Yeah.
Like
One of my
killed
students
half the
commented on
population.
that yesterday because I snapped my fingers or something. They're like, "Oh man."
So you teach guitar.
Yes.
How's that going? Where do you teach?
It's really good. Brisbane Music Studio.
Sweet.
It's a lot of fun actually. It's different. It's got its own challenges just because it's not. You hear teachers say it all the time, but it's just true. There's no like one method.
Totally.
So you got to really have like a few weapons in your arsenal to help get students into the areas they need to go. So it's good. It's a unique challenge, but it's all working up to like the end goals and all that kind of gear with teaching and all that.
Fuck yeah. And you have openings for students. Like if you guys want to,
Most probably.
if you guys want this wonderful human to teach you guitar,
Where can they reach you at?
or you can message the
Contact-
band page or
Just contact Brisbane Music Studio.
Brisbane Music Studio.
Ask for Aaron,
Yeah.
the Wookiee,
Yeah.
and they should hook you up.
Don't you guys have that guy from Void Matter here?
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure my boss promotes me as like the death metal Care Bear or something like that.
Oh, that's
cute.
sweet.
'Cause
Oh,
New
new
nickname.
nickname. I'm tuning in.
maybe not
Death
Care
Metal
Bear,
Care
but it's
Bear.
he always points out, it's like, he plays a metal band, but he's so nice.
Sorry, dude. I'm changing a nickname now. It's Death
That's
Metal Care
alright.
Bear. We have a thing
It's
going
been
in
the same
our
thing
band
for a
chat
while.
that we have like every time something monumental happens or like something that gets said just hits a nice ring. We're like, oh yeah, that's the new bloody what's it called?
Nickname.
Yeah.
What,
Like
what-
as of now, Aaron at the moment is Captain Safety because he is
Something
safe
else I've
about.
done on a podcast.
What? What's that?
Did that on a podcast as well.
Did you?
Vamped up. Yeah.
Oh, you did that
Because we were talking about ear
Yes.
protection, and I've got mine on my car key. So Crispy took that as a, Captain Safety.
Yeah,
what a
it's
guy.
the equivalent of wearing a condom on your fucking keychain. That's what I thought, man. I was like, better be protected at all times. Like, I don't know, man. I was just like...
Right, I wish I had one on my keys.
On your keys.
You know how often you guys are going, damn, I forgot my fucking earplugs, and I'm just like,
Oh, man. I'm bad. I reuse my earplugs.
Dizzy's the worst for it.
Is he? Does he do that too?
He's
not
had those
reusing
same
his
heroes
earplugs,
or
but
whatever.
he's, okay, yeah, that, but for forgetting them.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna go through the rest of the names, I think, just to get them off the... I'm gonna say them all, because they're funny as...
Yeah, right.
We got Dizzy, who coming in at Vomboy. So, the story with that is that last Sydney trip
Sydney,
that we
yeah.
went to, he got a little bit loose and let his insides
Inner
fly.
contents.
So he's like, you are now Vomboy. I don't know who put me down as fucking Sinatra, but
Oh yeah,
That was something that you
That
and
was-
Luke did after clearly
I
having
didn't
a few
do.
drinks.
I didn't do that. Who did that?
I changed you to fucking Sinatra because I'm pretty sure that the exact words that came out of your mouth were, bro, I'm like fucking Sinatra.
Dude, okay, we were drunk. We were definitely drunk. Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that's exactly how it went down.
And
Bro, I'm like fucking Sinatra in this shit.
I can see you saying that too.
That's exactly what you said.
And
That's
your
bad.
I don't know what my. I don't
yours
know
is
why
My
mine-
Little Pony, My Little Pony. I think
I'm
something
pretty sure
happened
that was
when we were drunk again, like, and you were
At
doing something with your
Mikey's.
hair.
yeah.
No, you guys did that on the same night because I remember waking up going, "What are these jokes?"
What are these?
What
And
is
then
these?
lastly, Mikey is Kenny McCormick from South Park. Because
I prefer his last
this
one.
one's recent. Well, his last one was, what was it?
Goth Mog.
Gothmog because
he got stung in the face by a wasp, so he's gonna. We were making jokes about him looking like that that orc out of the Third Lord of the Rings film named Gothmog. It's just the one with like the scarred up, puffy side of his face.
And he was covered in sunscreen, so he was like extra pale.
Yeah. Because this dickhead decided that he what did he threw a can or something at a wasp nest. So a wasp flew up and stung him on the face.
And it swelled up.
I don't know. I think his new one's good though. Kenny McCormick is like, because that chat we had on the Zoom meeting,
He was all muffled. And
his microphone, Mikey's mic, was so muffled.
It was bad.
It sounded like we were talking to Kenny from South. Like, and like couldn't even like hear what he was saying. Like, Mikey, for fuck's sake, get a new headset. Go on, bro.
Please, man.
Yeah, what's Aaron's new nickname now?
I forgot it. What was it? Death
Metal Care Bear?
There we go,
Something like
thank
that?
you.
Yes, Death
I'm gonna
Metal
put an
Care
emoji
Bear.
there too. Death metal.
It's gotta have the rainbow.
I'm gonna put an eggplant emoji. No, I'm joking.
Rainbow emoji.
Rainbow,
for sure.
rainbow.
Yeah.
Care Bears.
Care Bears. The boys are gonna be like, something's happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
And
Death metal Care Bear. Lock it and load it.
so you ever been caught masturbating behind the refrigerator?
What happens behind there?
No, you just never get caught. It's a good spot.
I can't fit, man. I'd have to lube my sides up with the butter from inside the fridge to slither back there.
Then grease me up, woman.
Grease me up, woman. No one can stop a greased up Scotsman in the fence. That's one of the best parts of Simpsons, I reckon. Oh, well, I think it is. You have a different one. I know you would. Do you remember any of Simpsons?
I've never watched The Simpsons.
Yeah.
See, this is
That millennial
age
thing.
gap.
I'm not a millennial, dude. I love
No, it's
it.
not even that. My parents had a thing about me not watching The Simpsons.
Is it a religious
Mine did
thing?
too.
No, not religious. It was just like don't watch The Simpsons. It's crap.
Dude,
So we just never watched The Simpsons.
I wasn't allowed to watch The Simpsons either. Like up until I was like 11 or something.
dude, I had the most lax parents, man, in terms of that shit. They just let me watch whatever TV.
It wasn't because it was inappropriate. It's just because they both thought the show was crap.
Except South Park. I got in trouble for that shit. Because
I can see why.
Yeah,
though.
South Park is.
I went up to Mum and was like, Mum, what's a lesbian? And it was like, she's like, what? And then like,
Broflovsky.
yeah. Broflovsky. And she turned off the TV and I couldn't watch that again. But for a little while, and then I went back to it. But as you do when you get older. Past that M15 range. Oh, boy.
MA15 plus. Ooh.
Ooh, getting up there.
And then haven't they like just stopped rating things M and it's either PG or MA?
Really?
Pretty sure, yeah.
See, that's that future
I could
shit
be
I'm
wrong.
talking about.
I remember they did that with games,
Wow.
Right.
but I don't know about movies.
What was the first
Probably-
R-rated movie you saw?
Ooh.
Oh shit!
Mine.
I think it was like Saving Private Ryan.
Is that R-rated?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, because it's so gore.
Lots of death and explosions and stuff.
I'm gonna check that.
Yeah. Fact
If
check.
not, it was probably like Hot Tub Time Machine.
That's MA.
Is it?
Yep. I'm surprised I remember that.
Man, that's a tame MA.
Yeah. No, it's not that bad. I think mine was The Exorcist.
Okay.
Yeah, The Exorcist. I hated that movie because I was a little chicken shit. I still am a chicken shit with horror movies. You should see me in when I watch a horror movie. I like do this shit, put my fingers in my ear because I can't stand that fucking suspenseful build.
It is.
And
It's the
then-
music that does it. Hey.
And then
like,
when they hit that note, I'll carpet bomb. I'll straight up carpet bomb. Like I can't do it, man.
it's
watch it.
amazing how much the audio actually affects it. Because like if you watch it on mute, it's nowhere near as scary.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%. That means they're doing their job right, though. You
Mm.
know, feels and music. You know, they're important. That's that
It's also
number
when they
days
take
part.
out the music. Because we were doing this thing at uni. We did a course on screenwriting, and we looked at The Day After Tomorrow,
Oh.
and there's this scene where it's Keanu Reeves, isn't it?
No.
It's either here. I don't know.
It's Dennis Quaid.
Okay, cool. He has to go underwater for something. So the music cuts as soon as he dives in the water because you subconsciously hold your breath.
Right.
And it doesn't start again until he's back out.
Wow.
So that's why it's the timing of music being played and then just straight up not being played is key.
Music's pretty like the sound is interesting too. You seen those people that do the whole
I'll do the Foley.
Like I love seeing them do the horses, man. They're the fun.
Favorite
They
music?
got the 3-1.
So favorite movie composer?
Who? Oh, for me,
Yeah.
John Williams, dude.
whoever did Star Wars.
John
John
Williams.
Williams.
Oh, there we go.
Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer is he's
And
got to be number 2.
He does.
Interstellar, Inception, Dune.
He's like the guy these days.
Really?
Yeah, he's the guy.
I saw a
Hans
great
Zimmer's-
quote that sort of
So he's the M.
describes
Night
him.
Shyamalan of music.
Dude, fuck M. Night Shyamalan.
No, he's like Spielberg, man.
Yeah.
M. Night Shyamalan ding dong.
Yeah, dude.
I saw a great quote about Hans Zimmer was he doesn't write scores, he writes texture. Because you can't get those movies to the same level, I think, with like, don't get me wrong, I love John Williams, but with like a big epic score, like Dune is so meticulous with how it's written that it's like you hear it and it's just the movie itself. There's no real separation.
How can you say Hans Zimmer
Zimmer.
when Jewel of Fates is a thing?
Because that's one song.
Dude, that song, when I was a kid, I used to turn that shit like full ball out the front of my mate's house and we'd get 2 sticks
Yeah.
and absolutely beat the shit out of each other playing that
Yeah.
song.
I love John Williams, but Hans Zimmer is king for me.
Fair enough. He has been doing a lot more stuff in recent years. Like,
Yeah.
But I would argue that John Williams' stuff is more iconic in
fuck
terms of melody
Yeah, absolutely.
and stuff like that. It's a lot more, and it's like you say, like Hans Zimmer does texture and feels,
Yeah.
whereas like what's his face, John Williams was writing catchy, upbeat, like stuff that would have been played in that environment.
Yeah.
Like especially in the case of Star Wars and stuff like Cantina Band song. Like, that was so much. That's a fun song. And yeah, Duel of Fates, obviously, like the Indiana Jones theme as well. Jurassic
About
Park,
that, yeah,
like
Oh, he did those as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
John Williams.
Jurassic Park is
done,
dope,
He's
man.
done the icons, man.
Wow.
Is he still alive?
I think so.
John Williams?
I don't know, man. I'm not a real composer type of guy.
Not a clue.
So I was thinking it'd be a good idea. Sorry to interject, but I was thinking just before it gets too long, this podcast, we should show your guitar off, bro. Have a look at the gear.
The one I never use.
The one he never uses, the acoustic.
The
So
one I never use live.
he'll be using this for the segment today called "Give Me 2 Minutes" because he thinks
Man.
he can do it faster than Thompson can.
No, John Williams is still alive.
How old is he?
He was born in 1932, so quick maths, he's 91.
91 and is still alive.
Quick maths. Just scroll down the Wikipedia page to age.
I definitely do not plan to get to 91. Holy shit. So yeah, what type of guitar is that?
It's a Martin.
A Martin.
DX1KAE.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
How long have you had that one for?
6 years now.
Yeah.
I got it in year 11.
True. Cool, man.
6, 7 years.
So is this like?
Yeah.
This wouldn't be the one you learned on.
No.
No.
But I still have the one I learnt on somewhere, but the part of the nut's broken off. It's the
Yeah, your first one's the same, dude.
the
isn't
nut.
it? Yeah,
The nut is that bit.
I broke part of my nuts off. Fucking.
Yeah.
So yeah, what are we doing for the give me 2 minutes? Give me 5 minutes.
So should
I
we?
want to
Okay.
say a disclaimer. I had one too many drinks when I
Look.
said that.
So we've had a couple of like things thrown at us for songs that we could potentially play.
Thank you so much for those submissions, by
So,
the way.
yeah,
Keep them coming.
So like obviously we can only do one at a time every single time, but the first person that actually posted onto our actual podcast comments was Sean.
Sean,
wasn't it? Yeah,
Mr. Sean Bensley.
Sean Bensley, and he's asked us to play "Creep" by Radiohead.
That's incorrect. Didn't Ryan request?
Oh, that's
Creep and
Ryan.
Sean- Yeah.
Oh, so we're doing "If It Means a Lot to You."
Yeah. Well,
I was gonna say don't do creep. I already know how to play it.
Okay.
see, that's cheap.
So we'll do Creep on the next one. How about that? We'll do Creep on the next one.
Yeah.
But
I've taught creep a few times.
we should get up.
If it means a lot to you.
If it means a
by
lot to you.
A day to remember. I think.
You know what
I think I might have
tuning am I gonna have to put this in?
I think I might have started learning this one once or twice, but I never really finished it.
Oh, that takes us back.
So there's a nice little lead line that you might feel like learning, Aaron, and then we can play this together with two guitars.
Are
Which
we
is
just
something-
doing this in standard then?
Yeah, I think it is standard.
Cool. What's the
Do you want
song?
me to stand in the back or something while you two play? Or?
Actually, yeah, you want to swap spots with me?
Yeah.
Can I hear the song?
Oh yeah, that'd help. That'd help.
Actually, let's not do that yet. Let's chill for now, right? So you can get the song ready.
Okay.
Show Aaron. This is our first time with 3 people in the studio, so you can tell.
I think I do know the song.
Yeah, dude, I'm sure you know this song. They're probably tuned down, but
They are. They're in drop C. Oh, drop. Oh, D standard. Sorry.
yeah.
Okay,
Well,
so-
we'll just play in standard. But if we're playing in standard, then you got to play those frets.
Yeah. Do you want to tune?
Yeah, that'll help.
So when I say give us 5 minutes, that doesn't include the tuning and the listening and all that. Well, sometimes it can include the listening, but it's really good.
Sorry, bruh.
Yo, what's good? It's Crispy. It's your boy. Just letting you know, Thompson's fucking tuning his guitar and nobody wants to hear that shit. So skippity dippity doo. Let's get back to the shoe. The show. Get back to the show.
So I guess we can also turn like auto scroll on.
Oh, that's so much better. Just do that.
Yeah, let's see how we go with that. Hang on. Let's start a little bit higher. Okay, so we just got podcast ideas from Leela.
There you go. Done. That's great.
Too late.
Too late. We're in the middle.
Okay. So do you want to go into the middle, Crispy, so you
Yeah.
can see a little bit better?
Yeah.
Sweet.
It's like we knocked the camera down. All right, I'll move back a bit. And
All right.
then-
So here is Null'N'Void covering A Day to Remember's If It
I was
Means
playing
That
a
to You.
string too low the whole time. What a fuck.
Oh, that's what was wrong with it. Oh, that sounds so much better now. Okay. Well, 5 minutes.
What
Let's
a
go.
dick.
Let's give it a fucking go.
Yeah.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4.
And hey, darling, I hope you're good tonight. And I know you don't feel right when I'm leaving. Yeah, I want it, but no, I don't need it. Tell me something sweet to get me by. 'Cause I can't come back home till they're singing la, 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 la. Till everyone is singing. If you can wait till I get home, then I swear to you that we can make this last. If you can wait till I get home, then I swear come tomorrow. bottom of it.
Can't make this last.
La, la, la. If you can wait till I get home, then I swear come tomorrow this will all be in our past. Well, it might be for the best.
No, you can't give me what I need. And even though you mean so much to me, I can wait through everything.
Is this really happening? I swear I'll never be happy again. And don't you dare say that we can just be friends and not some boy that you can sway. We know it happened eventually. La, 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 la. Now everybody's singing a la, 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 la. Till everyone is singing la, la, la,
If you can wait
la,
till
la,
I
la.
get
Till
home,
everybody's singing la, la,
then
la,
I swear
la,
we can
la,
make this
la, la. Till
last.
everybody's singing la, la, la,
If you can wait
la,
till
la,
I
la.
get
Till everyone is
home,
singing la, la,
then I
la,
swear
la,
we can
la,
make
la,
this
la. Till everyone is singing.
last.
Beautiful, guys.
Nice.
Thank you very much, guys. We are Null'N'Void. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank Aaron for being here. It's been a great having you on.
It's been fun.
Who knows, we might have him on a special guitar episode with him and just Dizzy. That could be really cool. What do you reckon? So, anyway, does that all good? Wrap
Hit
it
us up on the Patreon, bitch.